What's going on, everybody? In this video I'll be covering why I love my 2011 Toyota Sienna and also why I love minivans in general. So we'll start the video by telling you what exactly this is. It's my 2011 Toyota Sienna. I got it with just under 150,000 miles and it is fully loaded, clean title, never been wrecked or anything. If you want to come inside, I can show you. One of the first things that I love about these vans is how nice the interiors are. It is crazy. Not only is it loaded out with leather, heated seats, as you can see on there, this thing has Bluetooth, a backup camera, just everything that you would want out of a vehicle on the inside in terms of creature comforts and amenities. Generally, they have really good sound systems. They may even have a DVD player up there, and then seating for 8 if you wanted to take a ride with the whole crew, with the whole squad. But in my instance, the way that I usually run this is by taking out the middle row of seats and only having the back row up, which is the infinite legroom hack if you're carrying more than just your first 2 people, or by having this middle row eliminated entirely, you're able to fit a ton of stuff. I just took a huge load of cardboard to the local recycling center, had this thing filled up to the brim. As you can see here, it is packed to the brim, and this stuff is not blowing out. I would venture to say there's nearly as much cargo space in the back of this as there is in the full-size truck, but free with the topper. It's awesome. It's incredible. It's super spacious. You can haul whatever you need. I fit full-size truck tires and all sorts of different things in the back with no issue, even with this middle row of seats up. It's crazy. Speaking of truck tires and tires in general, I want to talk about the second point, the second thing that I love about this, and we can hop in for a ride cruise, and I'll tell you in here. So going for a cruise, we'll talk about point number 2, which is how cheap these things are to maintain and generally how well they've been cared for. I picked this thing up severely under market value. Got an incredible deal on it, paid about half of the Blue Book value actually, which is awesome. But generally, when you're scoring deals like that, stuff is very neglected, ill-maintained, lots of rust, lots of little issues. This thing is perfect. As you can see right here, maybe you're not going to be able to see it, but the only light on the dash is the little eco symbol, notifying you that it's in eco mode because I don't have my foot down too much on the throttle. But as far as oil changes, tires, and the rest of the maintenance on vans go compared to trucks or other things with this sort of capacity, it's way cheaper. You don't have to buy those huge 20-inch truck tires. Your maintenance cost and fuel economy is way better than in a truck or anything similar as far as capacity. The other thing that I like about this, specifically Odysseys and Siennas, because the Japanese manufacturers have my heart, but even nationally, as far as domestic vehicles go, you can score an incredibly well-spec'd vehicle as far as leather, backup cams, sunroof, up here and everything for far less than you could get a lot of the cars for or trucks for. So minivans are super fuel efficient, incredible sound systems, comfortable. They cruise on the interstate so smoothly, and I've even topped this thing out at a track, of course. And speaking of track time and driving a little bit aggressively, there are 2 other huge advantages to a minivan. Number 1 is that they're cheap to insure. They're not crazy expensive because generally they're not wrecked. Number 2, if you do happen to be speeding on accident on a public road, the chances of a stock minivan getting pulled over compared to, let's say, a straight piped 5.0 screaming Mustang GT going the exact same speed is way less. It's the opposite of a cop magnet. For that reason, I kind of like it. So I just got to my favorite stretch of track and roadway. I want to make sure there are no other racers around. Yeah, we're good. But these things squeal the tires. They rip incredibly fast, and for what they are, it's shockingly quick. We're already doing about 70 miles an hour, which is nuts. And they have this 6-cylinder engine, not turbo in this instance, so the maintenance is super easy. It's bulletproof as far as reliability goes, and they are just the best. As far as standard use, they cruise incredibly well. They're incredibly comfortable to drive and really efficient and effective. And as far as some outside of the box thinking, there are so many possibilities that you can use a van for, including camping. Throw a mattress in the back well, haul all your friends, of course. I've slid the rear doors open and used this thing as a film production car. I've shot rollers with the gimbal that I'm talking to with my phone on right here of different vehicles because it's so easy to do that. You can pop open the rear hatch as well and get some pretty sick rollers that way. And just overall, they are so multifunctional, so incredible, and really cheap. Best value per dollar, I would say, in a lot of different vehicles. And so when it's finally time for me to settle down with the car, and especially settle down with the family, I definitely think it'll be a Sienna or a Honda Odyssey, some sort of minivan, because they are just the best. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in learning how I was able to not only drive this van for absolutely free, put thousands of miles on it at no cost, but even make thousands of dollars profit, then hit the link down below. I'll teach you how to do that with a van or any other vehicle. With that in mind, I will see you on the next one. Peace.